Hey guys, so the Snow Trap minigame is here, so we'll be going over how to enter it, how to do everything, what the rewards are, and just talking about it in general and giving my thoughts. So obviously if you log into the game and you scroll using Q or E, you get your Tanky in the Snow Trap minigame. Pretty obvious, it's the same every single year. This year we do have a new skin, which I don't know what it's called. They're not skin, but you obviously have the brand new paint, which I do like how they bring a new paint every time. I wish it was animated, man. I miss old animated paints. And then you have the rewards, which we'll talk about later. So obviously how you get started is either by completing special missions or buying the contracts in the shop. Here are your special missions. You only get a total of 7 free spins, which again, guys, it used to be like 220 until they changed the whole contract systems, which I'm not a huge fan of. I liked it when you were able to get like 20, 30 free spins just by doing all of your stuff. Now you barely even get halfway, so you will end up having to grind out the contracts, which of course you go to shop. You can obviously buy the cheaper ones first, which I recommend doing. They're only like 400 tank coins, and at least get that first one done. I think it's pretty worth it. And then you can buy the rest of your contracts over here for 990 rubies. One golden contract, I believe, gives you 5 total moves. It used to be 10, but they reduced it to 5 when they found out everyone was completing the minigame in like 2 seconds. You can also catch some gingerbread golds for 1 energy, which means you have to catch freaking 10 of them. Again, I wish you could get 1 spin and they just reduce the amount of gingerbread cookies that fell. Make it like 1 in every 100 instead of what it is now, which is like 1 in every 20. And give us an actual free spin. Or else now you catch it and it's like, oh wow, I'll have to catch 9 more to do anything with it, which is, you know, not my favorite. If you don't want to spend any crystals, you can of course do the bronze contracts, but they're not that great. You have to do 3 to 4 in order to get a single freaking spin, so not really worth it. I would go for the silver contracts. Obviously they're kind of expensive, 50,000 crystals. It's not cheap, especially for people upgrading their accounts. So this minigame is definitely for end of the game players who are willing to spend their crystals and, you know, their rubies in order to get it. But besides that, the rewards are actually pretty good. We have Hammer GT, which I believe was in the Tanky Fund. I don't really know. Honestly, it probably was because the Tanky Fund was a complete failure and they always end up bringing the skins from the Tanky Fund over to the minigames, which kind of sucks because you're expecting the reward. You want something new. It would have been nice if we had 2 new skins rather than just 1, which we'll go to later. And I don't really count GT skins as new skins, especially the turret versions, because all they do is add a little bit of white. Not really new in my opinion. You have the Snowy Surprise paint, which looks pretty cool. It's just like a green present there with the golden wrapping. And then you, of course, can buy bronze contracts once you get to checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2, another crap one, unfortunately. Nuclear energies, protection module, common keys. I wish if you already had all your protections, you got like 50,000 crystals instead. I don't get why Tanky's never done it, where if you get something in an event that you already have, you don't get something else. I feel like it would just be an easy code that if it's added to your account and it says, oh, there's a duplicate here, give him 50,000 crystals instead. I wish it did that. You then have Hammer GT Checkpoint 3, the revolver augment for Hammer, which is okay. It's not that great. You get the new snowball grenades, which of course freeze the enemies upon, you know, damaging them. And then you get 15 rare keys, which is not too bad. I think that's a decent amount of crystals and supplies for you guys who are wondering. Next, you have the Thunder XT HD skin, the new Thunder Bolter augment, the 15 epic keys, and 10 nuclear supplies. Dude, I hate how they just shove nuclear supplies in thinking people actually care. I forget that I even have nuclear supplies when I'm in game. The only time I ever care is if I'm tryharding to the point where it's like, okay, I need to have my overdrive active. Checkpoint 5, we have Shaft GT, just another GT skin, don't really care. There's Shaft Quasar augment, kind of interesting. 1 legendary key, and then 10, dude, more nuclear energy. Who cares? And then finally, at checkpoint 6, another 7 freaking checkpoints, you get the Gauss Ice skin, which came last year. This skin's okay to me. I don't use Gauss, so I don't really care at all. You get another legendary key, nuclear energy. Dude, just shoving nuclear energy in our faces. I don't think anyone really cares about them. And then finally, you do get the new Hammer Ice skin, which is genuinely really good from what I've seen. The shells that come out of it are really cool. And then overall, I think a lot of people will probably end up getting it. Overall, it's not too bad of a minigame. I was for some reason expecting like a Viking Ice skin. There was like an empty slot for Viking in the skin section in the test server, so I was maybe expecting an ice hole. It kind of sucks that we don't get it because we don't have a single ice hole, so it's kind of hard to pair these ice turrets with anything because I guess they kind of work with Demonic and then the new XT HDs, but besides that, they don't really work well with many of the other skins, but they're still really cool in general. But you guys will definitely have to let me know what you guys think of the minigame. I think it's the same as last year. It's not bad. I wish we got surprised with like 1 or 2 new skins rather than just some GTs and 1 actual new ice skin. It would have been really cool to get like 3 ice skins. I would have been so hyped for that. But of course, if you guys are going to end up buying anything, don't forget to go to settings, account, choose my creator tag. And that's going to be it for the day. Hope you guys enjoy the minigame. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace out, everybody.